In this section, I'll be guiding you through how to create a gospel beat like this from scratch as an absolute beginner. So make sure you hit on the like and the subscribe button. I have this empty project set for this gospel beat creation. One thing I do always when I'm creating a beat is just script down whatever ideas I want to. So I've done something similar here. You can see on this script, I have everything that I need on this project scripted here. So you can see the heading is creating gospel beat from scratch. After that, I come to tempo, then 135 BPM. So that's the first step. So we're going to follow it in this project. Let's change our project tempo to 135 BPM. The next thing we need to take into notice is order of section. I mean how I record my instruments. Let's say I record drums before bass or bass before piano. Those kind of things. That's what I mean here. So in this case, on my order of section, I have my percussive loops. After that, my drums, my chords, and other stuffs. So let's start with a percussive loop. I have my percussive loops on the playlist here. The original song has a BPM of 147 and we are working towards a BPM of 135. So in this case, that means we need to make sure that these loops fit to the new tempo that we just set. You let me play along with the timing and see. You can see that it's not working properly with the timing or the current project. In that case, this is what we have to do. Just double click on this wave file. There's one dial here called time. Over your mouse bar, bring it up until it fits up to the second bar. Okay, it's so simple. So now listen. All right, so we have our percussive loops fit to the tempo. The next thing I'm going to do is just duplicate it to the 16th bar. You just select it, Control B. If done with the loops, I will now come over here, rename this track as percussive loops. Perc loops, that's the first thing I'll do here. The next thing I will record is my drums. You can see that in this case, I'll be using drum samples. So I have my drum samples on the channel rack. Kick, snare rack, tom, low tom, floor tom, right, bell, open hat, and crash. This will be the sample that I'll be using in this video. You can download them for free as well. In order to stay organized on this project, I'll go ahead and group my samples that I've just loaded onto my channel rack and call them drums. So all I have to do is just select all of them. Right click on the unsorted. This is the channel display filter. Right click on it and just rename it and call it drums instead of the unsorted. So whenever I hit here, I have audio and I have my drums. You can see it here. I'm going to route them to my mixer direct. So just select all of them once again and hit on Control L. Let's go ahead and plot our drum samples straight away. So I'll be right clicking on the pattern length, then select 2 bars, something like this. Okay, right click and select 2 bars. I'll come to my playlist, switch to patterns, then bring pattern 1 onto board. Drag up to the second bar. Okay, something like this. And I'll rename my pattern 1 as drums as well. So simple. Now let's come to channel rack. We're going to start by placing the notes of the kick. The first thing I have to do is just right click on it and see fill each 4 steps. So with that, let's play along and see. Okay, let me add one more note here. So on the snare, I'll just plot 1 note here, just like that. We can also go ahead and plot the notes for the rack tom. Okay. That's for the rack tom. I'll just place 1 note here. And on the low tom, I'm going to place 1 note here. On the floor tom, let me place one note here. Let's go on to the right and plot the note as well. Okay, so on the right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 note placed on the right. The next sample will be our open heart. Let's go ahead and plot a note on it. So this is all for the open heart, something like that. I assume that when the drummer is playing, the left leg is just hitting on the open heart. So let's come to our crash. Plot one note at the first. We're almost done with the drum plotting. The next thing we have to do is just come to our playlist. Okay, I'm going to duplicate this drums pattern to the 16th bar. So let me select it, Control B, Control B, Control B till we get to the 16th bar. That's what I want here. Now on the list, the next instrument that we need to record will be chords. So in that case, I'll be using flares and I'll choose a patch called Electric Piano Bright. So let me go ahead and open my flares. Under the essential pianos category, I will choose electric piano bright. That's all. We have two different ways by which you can record our chords into our DAW. We can use external MIDI controllers or we can plug the note direct by ourselves. So in that case, I'll be plotting the note instead of using external MIDI controllers. All we have to do is just create a new pattern and call it chords. So just create a new pattern like that and call it chords. Okay, so let me bring the pattern onto the playlist, extend it to 16 bars. I'll be using only 4 chords here: fa, do, and re, la. Okay, so let me go ahead and open my piano roll like that. The first chord will be fa. So if you don't know anything about chords and those types, you can just check into my YouTube channel, Little Kids Music Official. A lot of videos concerning from the 4 chords that we're going to plot here. We're going to start with fa, and on the key of F, fa has its root note from B flat. Okay, so this is our B flat note. We are going to plot a major chord on it. So just come to your stamp here, select major, just like that, and hit on the first B flat note, okay? So this B flat note here, I want to duplicate it and bring it down a little, something like this. Okay, let me bring it here. Last note, this F note, I want to bring it down to the lower octave. Okay, just like that. Listen. But there's a fa chord. The next chord will be a do chord. We know do is also a major chord. Just hit on stamp, select major. Then we are going to place it on the F, just like that. I would like to duplicate this F note and bring it down a little to here. And this C note, I want to take it down as well. So control drop down, I have something like this. let's duplicate this chord that we just plugged. Control B, then it's been duplicated. So now the next chord we are going to plot will be minor chords. That's Re and La. On the key of F, our Re has 8 root notes to be on the G note. So I'm just going to look for minor on the stamp here. Okay, minor, select that, and hit on this G note, just like that. Now let me do a little bit adjustment on it. I'm going to take this D note down octave, so I have different inversions, and I'll duplicate this G note, okay, just like that. My next chord will be a La chord. That one too is a minor. So La has its root note to be on this D note. So I'm just going to place my cursor here, just like that. I have my La chord. Let me duplicate this D note. Okay, and bring this A note down octave. Okay, now let's duplicate these staffs as well. Okay, so we have our chords ready here. Let's play them. The next thing we need to record will be our bass. Okay, I have my flex here. I'll be looking for this patch under the bass guitar, okay, essential bass guitar. Now come and look for T-bed fingered. So this is the T-bed fingered. That's the patch I'm using. I'm going to open my piano roll and just draw my MIDI note. So let me create a new pattern called bass. Just like that. Come to playlist. Now drag this bass pattern onto your playlist, just like that. Now let's extend this to the last bar. We can now open our piano roll. Go ahead and plot our MIDI note. The first note we're going to plot is B flat, okay? Because the Fa chord has its root note to be B flat, okay? So just come in here, we're going to plot our note. Okay, just like that. Let me bring some of the velocity down. Okay, so something like this. Just do something similar like this. Then select it, duplicate it just like this. Okay. Okay, now let's duplicate this one as well and bring it down to the F note. So we have something like this. Okay. Now let's select all of them. Let's select up to the 4th bar and duplicate the whole stuff. We have something like this. Select this note as well. Let's duplicate them again. Take it to the G note. So that will be somewhere here. Re. Let's duplicate it again. Control B once again and take it to the La note. So that will be, this is the D note. You have it here. And select all of them again and Control B. So we have our bass section ready. This is all what I've done here. So let's play them. Okay, so the next instrument you are supposed to record is our guitar. This is my Triton here. I'm going to be using a patch under the combi, okay? Just switch to the combi, come to browse. Under the guitar category, I'll be using this magic guitar. Now let me turn on the arpeggio just like that. Okay, just turn on the arpeggio. Come to the arpeggio settings, okay? Just hit here. Click on this part, okay? Now type in 16. Okay, you have 16 chord strum. You can see it here, 16 chord strum. Just select that one. Okay, let me rename this part and then call it guitar. Bring the pattern to board. Extend it to the string bar. For the guitar, I won't bother myself to draw new notes. I'll just copy the notes in this pattern and place it in here. So just select the chord pattern. Come to your channel rack. Right click on it and select copy. Just like that. Head towards your guitar pattern. Okay. Right click on the Triton. That will be the instrument that we're going to use. So right click, paste. Now you have it in here. So now listen. Okay, so this is the guitar strums ready for us. Okay, let me rename it as guitar strums just like that. The next instrument that we're going to record is our piano. Okay, so I have my FL keys here. All I have to do is just increase the hardness a little. Okay, I'll just increase the hardness. That's all what I will do. And create a new pattern and call it, I'll call it broken chords instead. Okay, now let me bring the pattern to the playlist. Also, I'm going to copy the note from the chords here. I'll just copy it just like that. Copy. Then switch to the broken chords pattern. Paste the note onto FL keys. So we have something like that. Now we're going to make adjustments. Okay, I don't want it to play the way the first chord played. Okay, so on the piano side, I will just do some quick adjustment on it. I want it to play. So all I have to do is just make a cut here. Okay, just a cut here and another cut here. And I'll do another cut here. Another cut here. Let me do another cut here. Another cut here, just like that. Okay, so just look at what I'm doing. Now I can delete all these notes. Go ahead and duplicate this one. Okay, let's repeat the same process. Let's cut this piece as well. Cut this one too. Do the same thing here. Cut this one too. Another cut here. Another cut here. Okay. Another cut here. Another cut here. Okay, so let's go ahead and duplicate this one as well. Control B. The next thing I want to record is my melodies, okay? This is not a beat that I'll put artists on it. I can just go ahead and choose any instrument that I like. So I will pin citrus. There's a 9 trumpet in here. There's a trumpet from citrus. With the melodies, I will be using my external MIDI controller to, play some nice notes in here. So just watch out what I'm playing. Okay, so this is my melodies. Now all I have to do just open it, select all of them. So I'll be hitting on Shift Q to quantize all of the notes just like that. So listen. Okay, so that's the melodies. I'm using it to replace the vocals that is not inside these beats, okay? At least you have a fair idea of how to create beats your own. So in the next coming video, I'll show you how you can balance or how to arrange all these beats. And later on, teach you how to mix and master these beats. Okay, and if time permits, I'll bring an artist on board to record his vocals on it, show how to mix the vocal on this beat. So thanks for your time. I think this video helps a lot. Make sure you hit on the like and subscribe button.